And I have a document here I want to bring to your attention, and this is based on my decades of study of the Constitution, history, and laws of the United States. I'm something of a constitutional counselor that gives them more trouble in their courts than they can possibly imagine at times. That said, the document I'm going to read, I'm going to do it verbatim, which those of you that follow my videos know that I don't ordinarily do. And I'm going to read this verbatim, and you tell me, send me in comments and things about what you think about this one. It says, if you encounter any of the following, call this government entity which is attempting to identify criminal activities with domestic terrorists. In this regard, the purpose of this information sheet is to assist uniformed patrol officers in identifying potential domestic terrorism. Domestic terrorism is defined as groups or individuals operating entirely inside the United States, trying to influence the U.S. government or population to effect political or social change by engaging in criminal activity. Must be a hell of an interesting definition. In the event questionable activity is encountered, contact the individuals named in this brochure for clarification. Goes on. What they're looking for here are quote-unquote white ring extremists, defined as defenders of the U.S. Constitution against federal government and the UN, parenthetically super patriots, guilty as charged. Groups of individuals engaged in paramilitary training. Common law movement proponents. Fictitious license plates. No license plates. No driver's license. Refuse to identify themselves. Request authority for stop. Traffic stop, that is. Made numerous references to the U.S. Constitution. You bet. Claims driving is a right, not a privilege. It goes on and says, left-wing terrorists. Political motivation is usually Marxist/Leninist philosophy. Left-wing terrorists, and yet, as you'll learn from studying my materials, they're the ones who are Marxist-Leninists, not us. Interesting stuff. Hate groups. Skinheads, neo-Nazis. Nazis, usually recognized by tattoos. Black separatist. KKK. Christian identity. White nationalists, you bet. Single issue terrorist, targeting law enforcement and emergency personnel. Animal rights, that one's a big question mark to me. What the hell animal has any right that you know of? I'll talk more about that later. But eco-terrorism, again, don't know what the hell that is, wouldn't know it if I saw it. Violent anti-abortion extremism. Oh, that's got to be religion, right? Urban riot agitators. Cyber penetration, non-aligned terrorist. What the hell is that? I mean, void for vagueness. Doomsday cult type groups. Insurgent rebels, lone individuals. This is what they're looking for, that they want you to contact them about. And this agency that's promulgated this little document here, and any of you want to get copies, send me an email, ccaspari@live.com. I'll send this right out to you. You can read it verbatim. I'm not making it up. Agency is the FBI. And we can't even blame John Edgar Hoover for this one. I'm sure he would readily recognize it, don't misunderstand, but hell, he's been dead for 40-odd years, so not his fault in this case. This is actually what they're looking for. Defenders of the United States Constitution. And attempting to influence the government to make changes in social policy and this, that, and the other, which is what we're supposed to do, isn't it? Is that not what the political process is all about? Damn. It's almost impossible for you to not be found with any, when one of these guidelines are not more than yourselves. I'm lucky you're not in jail on terrorism charges. And in that regard, by the way, I do say that, tongue-in-cheek. But I think this sort of thinking, quote unquote, is the primary reason that I spent 7 months, five months in South Carolina as a political prisoner. They were trying to make a case against me for domestic terrorism, and they weren't able to do it. And they left the poor bastards in South Carolina holding the bag. I mean, you cannot believe, that's a video for another day, but you can't believe how much trouble they're in for what they did. And the record I was able to set, thank God, with my trusty friend and assistant who's doing these videos, the record we set, all the documents they filed, and they didn't answer. You'll learn more about that later in another video. But trust me, this is why I think I was there that long, because they knew my first appearance in the first 20 seconds. I shut them up. courtroom was stunned into silence, and they knew they were in trouble with the law, and yet I'm the one there in the damn red jail suit and with manacle hanging. But this is what was going on right here. They were trying to stick me with it, and they weren't able to do it, and they won't you either. Thank you.